Education, Episode 5, Special Human Food. What do astronauts eat? So you want to be an astronaut, eh? Good for you, little dreamer. But you should know, like any job, there are pros and cons to exploring space. Pro, you'll be part of an extremely elite group of humans who have left the earthly bounds of our atmosphere. Con, you could literally die at any second. But of all the questions that arise when you decide to be an astronaut, one is far and away the most pressing. What do astronauts eat? Let's get feducated. For decades, scientists were all like, can nutrients be ingested, digested, and absorbed in microgravity? I don't even know. But none of them had the balls to find out. Enter real man John Glenn. 1962. Glenn became the first person to eat in space, downing a tube of applesauce, presumably because his spaceship's cafeteria was out of ribs. When Glenn returned to Earth not dead, his obituary was retracted and a new era of space cuisine began. Food taken into space must be lightweight, compact, nutritious, unappealing to hostile aliens, and must keep for long periods of time without being refrigerated. The daily intake of calories for astronauts ranges from 1900 for your standard fit astronaut to 3200 for the extremely rare fat slobstronaut. In the early days of space exploration, food was like Catholic sex, all business, no pleasure. Meals were dehydrated and eaten in cubes or pureed and served in tubes and were notorious for being disgusting. But after listening to astronauts whine for several decades, the producers of cosmic cuisine made a great leap forward. Nowadays, rocket jockeys are offered a wide range of galactic grub and place their orders months in advance of taking flight. Because of fluid distribution to the head in space, astronauts often experience a dilution of their sense of taste. To combat this insensitivity to flavor, cosmic chefs developed a brilliant solution: add more flavor. So, while astronauts still occasionally choke down boring loser foods like mac and cheese, yogurt, and oatmeal, they now also get to sample gourmet fare, including shrimp cocktail, kimchi, roasted quail, beef bourguignon, and those fancy chocolate ball things that are all wrapped in gold foil and they might have hazelnuts in them maybe. Yum. Some foods present challenges. Crumbs, powders, and liquids can damage equipment and contaminate the environment, so bread is swapped out for tortillas. Seasoning comes in liquid form, and astronauts must consume liquids from sippy cups like the whiny babies most of them are. Fun fact, since Taco Bell creates foods not fit for this world, NASA consulted their tortilla manufacturer as an expert in the creation of non-terrestrial tortillas. So there you have it, both Taco Bell and NASA offer tortillas with a shelf life exceeding 1 year. Sincere apologies to those of you who did not find this fact fun. Space versions of foods, like child actors, are often heavily processed to extend their shelf life. Thermostabilization, irradiation, and freeze drying are just some of the shit space food is subjected to by borderline sociopathic food scientists. On board, space kitchens have a water dispenser for food rehydration and a convection oven for heating food. Since food floats in microgravity, packaging trays and utensils are designed to keep food contained and astronauts from enjoying themselves. As for drinks, astronauts have got it all, from Tang to Tim Hortons French vanilla cappuccinos to Diet Tang. Because carbonated drinks have been known to induce vomit, they're often discouraged, particularly by more experienced astronauts who found themselves floating through clouds of their colleagues' barf. As for alcoholic beverages, they were banned by NASA in the 1970s. But NASA doesn't own the Russians, vodka does. The Russian space program might as well be sponsored by Stolichnaya. Recently, a company called Vostok developed the first ever space beer, a low-carbonated, belch-free beer, in anticipation of a bustling space travel industry. By the time I'm done with my astronaut training, I'll be able to down a 12-pack of cold ones and not vomit on my fellow travelers while we watch the Earth set. It's a moment I can't wait to forget. Space dining is out of this world. Hit the subscribe button and tune in next week to learn more about foods.